Welcome to It's All Fine and Danjee, where we talk about community, health, culture, and all of the big and little things that make life good. Here are your hosts, Dan and Angie.
Hey guys, welcome to episode number 32. This is an interesting one.
It's a special episode.
It's our 32nd anniversary. That's getting to be an old joke, isn't it?
It's old. You're not allowed to say that anymore.
All right. Well, it's our 32nd episode, and we are sitting here in the Hard Rock Hotel Orlando.
Yes, we are.
We're doing a video of this one. We were going to do a Facebook Live, but we're not going to do Facebook Live because, first off, it's Friday in the middle of the day.
Nobody's going to watch us.
Everyone's at work. Not to rub it in, but we're sitting here at Hard Rock Hotel. We're drinking mimosas, which I've never really drank, so this is kind of nice. And we'll tell you why we're drinking those in a minute.
That's right.
So anyway, we are here at Hard Rock like we are every year for the Halloween party. However, Hard Rock Hotel is not doing a Velvet Sessions Halloween party this year, as we mentioned in the last episode.
Yeah.
But we found out, as we also mentioned in the last one, that the Edison over at Disney Springs is actually doing their party. So,
which we thought was canceled, so I was devastated.
Yeah, so this was really good news. And again, thanks to Kristen, our friend Kristen, for going to the Edison and talking to them to make sure.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, because I called and they said, no, we're not doing that. I'm so bummed.
And I think they last minute decided to do it. But I hear it's a great party. I hear it's an amazing bar and restaurant. So we're excited to go do that.
And we've never been, so
and
it'll be a first time.
Sitting behind the camera, for those of you watching on the video feed, and if you're listening to this on the podcast app, you can go to our YouTube page or our website at fineanddanjee.com and see the video that we've made here at this as well. But all of our costume stuff is laid out.
Can't show you yet.
We're not going to say what that is yet, but
we are going to record like a fast motion,
like a time lapse
video of us getting ready. We did a little bit of that last year, didn't we?
I don't think we ended up using it.
We didn't, but we're going to do it this year so that you can see the process that it takes us to get ready.
It's pretty crazy. It's really fun, though, and we may or may not be taking shots of Patron in between, so that's part of our celebration here.
So anyway, just to tell you about our mimosas that we're having.
Oh, yes.
So we actually didn't have to pay for our hotel stay this year. We won the costume contest last year at Velvet Sessions at the Halloween party as Captain Hook and Tinkerbell with a little bit of a adult spin to it.
Yep.
And you can find pictures of that on our page too, right?
Sure, I'll put a little...
that'd be cool for our past ones, maybe.
Picture in a picture right here. If you're watching the video, we'll have it come up.
Yeah.
Show you that.
So we won the contest, and it was a 2-night stay. So obviously we booked our stay for the party this year right away, and then found out they weren't having it, but they are renovating the whole downstairs to make that area bigger. So next year it's going to be amazing.
It is going to be,
because it's pretty cramped, kind of the area that we are in when we're down there hanging, which is fun and busy, and you get to get pictures of everybody. But it's kind of hard to see all the costumes because you are so close together,
right? And from what I can tell, when we walked in, if you're familiar with Velvet Sessions, they do it every month. They just do the Halloween party in October. Of course, we come for the Halloween party. But the area where the band is in the lobby, you used to be able to walk into the bar from that, the actual Hard Rock Hotel, the main bar. Now they've got that wall sealed off, but the bar space itself is twice as big as it used to be.
Yeah. It's going to be nice.
It really is, but you could hear construction equipment in there, so we know that, it's legit, the reason they're not doing the party.
Yeah.
And we're all a little bummed, but we're also excited to try the Edison.
Something new. Yeah.
And I'm sure it'll be great. We're never going to stop coming to the Hard Rock Hotel's Halloween party. But, it'll be neat to see another party
and we're going to dress up 2 times because Saturday, this will be our first year that we are going to go to Wekiva Island.
Yes.
So Wekiva Island on the 26th from 7 to 10 is doing their Halloween party, and they do a costume contest, and they have all sorts of different categories.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun, too, because we've never been.
That is going to be fun. And if you're listening to this on the Thursday that the podcast comes out, then by now both of those parties would have already happened.
Duh.
But yeah, so we're excited. And Wekiva Island is, interestingly, I went and looked at some of the pictures from last year. There's some stiff competition there, too.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited to see people
I really
get creative.
am, too. And what's funny is, in all seriousness, and I do sincerely mean this, Angie and I never have done this to win a contest.
No.
In fact, we've never even entered a contest and until last year, and we didn't volunteer. They just selected us. So
Yeah.
I think they walk around as like people from the crowd.
Plus,
So-
we stayed at the hotel last year, and we were able to get down to the lobby earlier. So
Yeah.
I think that kind of helps your odds as well.
I do too, and I think we'll do that from now on regardless. We'll just pay for the hotel room and stay. And speaking of which, if you're watching this on video, you'll see behind us the pool at Hard Rock,
Yeah.
and then beyond that, you can see the rides at Islands of Adventure. You can even see the rock and roller coaster that's over at Universal Studios. So we went over there yesterday. We got here
Yeah.
early on the Thursday. And we checked our bags and stuff, but we couldn't get our room yet. And then we headed over to the park. And again, I want to say big thank you to Mark for getting us tickets. He's a friend of mine that works there. Don't want to say his last name because I don't want people hitting him up for tickets. But big thank you, Mark. We had a really good time. And for us, we went to the park. I think we were only there for like 4 hours just
Yeah.
because there had a lot going on.
We don't do a lot of the rides because, we're getting a little older and we get motion sickness now.
I hate to admit that. It's so true, though. It's so true.
Sucks because we both love roller coasters, but
one of these
just
days-
not worth feeling like that for the rest of the day.
It's so true. And one of these days, I am going to take some Dramamine and see if that
Yeah.
helps because there's some rides I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
Like over in the Harry Potter area at Universal Studios, they have
Which is really the coolest area of the whole park. I'm sorry.
like Diagon Alley and stuff. I
It
took
looks
some
like a
pictures.
different world, and I think that's what they meant it to look like.
Oh, it's
crazy.
so great. It's so great. And I think it's called Escape from Gringotts, the bank from the movies. And I hear it's like a motion simulator, but you're also on a roller coaster track at the same time. And any of those motion simulators anymore bother me, but we did do the Kong ride,
And it was
Escape from
amazing.
Skull Island yesterday
Yeah.
at Universal Islands of Adventure, and it was amazing.
It was short, though. You wanted it to be longer, but I understand why they don't.
Same here, and it's
Yeah.
probably limited space, but in a way I was happy because I didn't feel sick, but I think because of the, if you have motion sickness, I still encourage you to go ride that one because it's not...
Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not that intense. And then we rode Spider-Man after that, which I always love, but even that one made me feel a little bit,
That's a lot of
ooh.
spinny.
Yeah. So really,
Yeah.
really fun.
We
and then
chilled by the pool yesterday for a few hours, had a couple drinks.
We
and
did.
just chilled. And I did want to give a big shout out to Reagan down in hospitality. She checked us in yesterday.
at the Hard Rock Hotel, yep.
And then after we came back from the pool, Dan's like, "Oh my gosh, what is this out here?" And I came out, and there's an ice bucket with champagne in it and a little thing of fruit. How nice. But what was even cooler is that Miss Reagan from down in hospitality, we had talked to her about that we won the contest last year. Well, she made like this handwritten card and sent up to us. And she even printed a picture out of Captain Hook and Tinkerbell.
Right.
So it's handmade. And she just put, "Congratulations on winning the costume contest. I hope y'all have a rockin' stay with us. Rock on, Reagan."
Yeah.
She was at the front desk. I call it hospitality because I think anything in hotel is hospitality.
Sure.
But how cool, that special little touch like that. We already have the room for free. I mean,
Right.
in one. And what was really cool is that she said, "Oh yeah, I think I heard about that costume last year."
Yeah.
How cool is that?
It was really cool. And we showed her a picture and stuff. But I mean, I stay in a lot of hotels for business travel and stuff. We do it sometimes for pleasure, but that's just a certain level of customer service or hospitality that you don't normally get. So I thought above and beyond just giving us the free bottle of champagne and the fruit and everything, to handwrite the note, to get on the internet and find a picture of Hook and Tinkerbell together, to print it, to cut it out, to tape it in it really made it feel like this place really wants you to have a good time. And truth be told, we've spent a decent amount of money down at the pool and,
of course.
throughout the place, which is part of the thing. And we're happy to do so.
Yeah.
Especially considering that we've gotten so many freebies here, I almost feel like we're cheating a little bit.
We
but I
spend anything.
right. But I have never seen hospitality like that in a hotel, or at least not in a long time. So that was a really nice thing.
Yeah.
Within the next few hours, probably closer to, I don't know, maybe 7 o'clock, we will start getting ready and start doing the makeup and getting everything ready. And then we are going to take an Uber over to the Edison to go to that party. Then
because as we said, we may be doing tequila shots while we're getting ready.
Yeah, that's kind of that's our
little
tradition
tradition.
too.
And then
we
Denny's
really don't.
at 2:00 in the morning.
And Denny's at 2 in the morning. That's right. And we're not really big into the partying thing much anymore. And I think most people our age aren't. But this is a really fun night to celebrate.
We're
Halloween.
lightweights.
We are lightweights, but it's really fun, and it gets us in that festive mood when we go out to the party. So
It's fun to be an adult and have a couple of drinks.
sure, indeed. So so that's our plan, and it'll be a little different than what we normally do, but we're kind of filling in that gap of the Hard Rocks party with the Edison, and who knows, we may end up from now on doing them both every year. We don't know.
And Wekiva Island, we might do 3 in a row.
Well,
baby.
that one I know we're going to do every year because first of all, it's Bill and Mary. We love Bill and Mary. We love the
how
island.
we haven't been there before, I don't know. I think it's probably just because since we found this one and we get kind of, you're burned out like the next day because they would be back to back.
Right. And they're not, and I think we might have been out here last year when they were doing theirs. But yeah, we'll probably go to that one from now on because it's Bill and Mary. It's Wekiva Island. We love the place. And it's 5 minutes from our house.
Yeah,
so
5-minute Uber drive.
but it's still a big time party.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at the Halloween costumes and
it's my favorite holiday.
They've got Wekiva Island also has what is it, like $5,000 in cash and prizes
Total. Yeah, they do like a best couple. They do a scariest. They do Bill's pick, Mary's pick.
That's great.
And there's a couple other ones. So check out wekivaisland.com and you can see what all the prizes are.
Yeah.
But even if not the prizes, just to go get pictures of other people that make their costumes or get really into it.
Yes.
That's the fun part of Halloween, really.
And although we are big proponents of making your own costume, I think you should get more street cred for that when you're out partying because anybody could just spend more money and go get the best costume. But from what we've seen out there, it's people getting creative. It's what we've seen at Hard Rock. It's what we've seen in the pictures of the Edison. We've got some friends, Kristen and Troy, that are going to be at the Edison tonight, and they make their costumes too. So something about that we really, really like.
Here's the thing that you realize, maybe this is why people don't make their own costumes. You really spend more when you make
You do spend more.
costume.
You definitely do.
When you piece things together and you really you spend quite a bit, but it's worth it. I mean, my mom always made our costumes, and now, mind you, she did not spend much because she was, had 4 kids and was trying to be frugal.
Sure.
And we just made stuff out of the house. I mean, literally, you just pick stuff out of the house. I remember one year, me and my cousin were caveman and cavewoman.
Right.
She took chicken bones from a chicken she cooked and bleached them and set them out in the sun so they would get dry and brittle.
Wow.
Oh, she was committed.
I bet there were some cool looking costumes, though.
They were. And then she took her chalk from her painting set and rubbed it on us to make us look dirty. I mean, she was amazing when it came to costumes. So that's where I get that little kind of do-it-yourself with costumes because she always did it for us.
Right. And where credit is due, Angie's the one that got us started doing this, as you know. And I did go to some Halloween parties before, but I bought the costume.
Yeah.
So you and I got together, we started doing the costume thing, and I really like it because I just like that creative stuff. I've always liked doing the makeup on the kids when they would let me do it.
Yeah.
So this has been really fun.
Now, mind you, I don't sew every single piece because I'm not a seamstress, but I am going to take some sewing classes this year coming up because I want to start doing that. I think
just going kind of deeper
going
into
a little deeper
customizing
into
it.
customizing it. Yeah,
very nice.
And then especially for next year's costume because I really think I need to have some classes on that.
Right,
and I'll probably take some classes at Embellish FX too because they're going to teach how to use the foam products for building cosplay type.
Sure.
Costumes.
Yep.
So I would love to have those under my belt too.
That would be great. Maybe get some input from the folks over at Vamp as well.
Yes.
But anyway, so we what I was saying too is just that we like to make our costumes. We encourage everyone to kind of do that and be a little bit more creative. But regardless, something about Halloween parties that adults go to where everybody gets more fun and a little more loose acting and nobody's really uptight because you can't take yourself serious when you're dressed up for Halloween.
It's a night for people to be something that they're not normally. Like the person in a business suit all week being very serious. It's this time to let loose.
Relax.
This is the holiday to just let loose, buddy, and be somebody else for the night.
And it's true that you can't really dress up in a costume and take yourself serious. So it changes the whole mode of a party that you go to. There's nobody standing in the corner with their arms crossed. everyone's cutting up, having a good time. And we will be taking a ton of pictures that we'll be posting,
of course,
on our Facebook page that we also have had since last year called Halloween Sessions. So if you're interested in that, go to Halloween Sessions. And if you're interested in doing the Halloween party thing, then join us next year, because by the time you hear this, we will have already done it. But we'd love to have more friends join us when we do these things, and to meet more people out there.
We were going to have some friends this year, and then we had to tell them it was canceled. That was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I know. What are the chances?
I know.
But we'd also like to hear from you on what some of your favorite Halloween traditions are. So we'll touch base on that when we wrap up this episode in the information station. But it's one of our favorite holidays.
Yeah.
And
or share pictures of your costumes.
Oh, another great idea.
Love to see.
And we'd love to share those too.
Yeah.
So we are going to continue to sit here in the Florida sun.
We might go to the pool
and have a few more mimosas, and
that's right,
and enjoy the day. And then we're going to start getting ready for the party tonight.
All right, that's it for the this and that portion.
That is it.
Stay tuned if you're listening to us on the podcast, because next up will be our community call out.
Are we doing a community call out this
I don't know. So stay tuned so that you can see if we're doing a community call out or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, I forgot. This is a special episode. So I don't think we'll be doing a community call out, because it's going to be about us and the Halloween party.
Right. So we're going to just roll into the information station at the end.
Yeah.
And I'm almost inclined to stop sort of labeling each set. We can do it internally, but it's almost more fun just to roll with it.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, and then at the end of this video, I will put in the time lapse of us getting ready for the party. So that should be fun as well.
Yep. All right.
All right. Cool. Thank you, guys. And we'll be right back. If you're listening to this on the podcast app, we'll be right back after this quick break. And that's it. Bye.